word for today is plenty. Wealth, magic items, high technology, advanced cybernetics, powerful warships. These can all be problems in role-playing games, more so if you're using a class level system, where a lot starts to become about balance and mathematics and figuring out what's even and what competes with what the players have. Less so in more sort of skill stat equipment based systems where you can be a bit more off the cuff and enemies can get lucky or whatever else. But an embarrassment of riches really sucks the life out of a game. Conflict, need, requirement, these are things that drive story. You're starving, so you need to seek food. You're poor, so you need money to put a roof over your head, to put food in your belly, whatever else. So once adventurers leave the dungeon laden down with sacks of gold, there's less reason for them to adventure. Now you can find ways to take it from them, but that feels like cheating a bit, and your player is likely to feel cheated if they're impoverished just out of the blue after all that hard work, or they lose items that they spent a long time working towards, that sort of thing. It's unsatisfying. A better approach is perhaps to use whatever they invest in, give them things to invest in, a stronghold, a monastery, what an army, something, a shop, whatever it might be. Give them projects to invest in, things to spend money on, and those can then become hooks. One last approach, and I would say this is more of an advanced approach, is to make wealth part of what it is you're doing. One of the most successful and memorable cyberpunk campaigns I ever ran was based in a new high-tech city called Xanadu, where all the characters were obscenely wealthy. So they could basically buy and equip themselves however they wanted. They had more money, more resources, they could charge more for their services than they would ever need. And that drove a very cyberpunky kind of hyper-consumerist, fashion-obsessed, surface-level sort of game, where it was more about the experience, it was more about the expertise, it was more about the style, which is a very cyberpunk thing, than scrabbing around in the dirt for money and disposable throwaway guns, whatever, which is also cyberpunk. But it was just another consumerist, stylistic spin on things. So that's the other way you can take things, is to make wealth so abundant it's irrelevant, and make the characters concentrate on the experience and the style of what they're doing, rather than the amount of gold coins they get at the end of it.